Indigenous men are disproportionately affected by homelessness in Toronto, and the Native Men's Residence supports them with housing as well as culturally relevant programming as they work towards healing. Over the next 2 years, they hope to expand their scope with a harm reduction shelter in downtown Toronto.
We've been striving to operate a harm reduction shelter for at least 13 years now. We've written a few proposals to the city in the past and not received the green light until recently.
Steve Teekins, Executive Director of the Native Men's Residence, explains that the shelter will be home to the first Indigenous-led managed alcohol program in Ontario, which reduces harms for chronic alcoholics.
And for some people that experience homelessness, sometimes it's a dependency. You know, they can't function for very long without having alcohol. So having a managed alcohol program will help the person using the service to use in a more safer manner, maybe help improve their liver functioning. Also, when they're getting drinks, we're making sure that they get food, so again, it creates less harm to their liver and to their health in the long run.
Along with their current shelter, the Native Men's Residence provides 39 affordable housing units to Indigenous men, and they're adding more than 24 in the near future.
Part of our strategic planning is to reduce homelessness for Indigenous men. So the best ways to do that is have housing. You know, if there is no affordable housing on the market, you know, get into the market and create it. So we have 2 housing projects in the works right now that we're waiting to get underway. That'll be 29 more units on the market for our guys to rent. And we know we'll probably fill that up in less than a week.
Teekins says those 29 units are a drop in the ocean and more needs to be done, adding that addressing the homelessness crisis among Indigenous populations is a critical step towards reconciliation.
Reconciliation is important, and it's not just making gestures, or there has to be actual actions that take place. I've been an advocate for the National Indigenous Housing Strategy for quite some time now. I know our current Trudeau government promised it 3 elections ago. They promised it. You know, where is it?
In the current absence of a national strategy, Teekins says organizations like Native Men's Residence do their best to make a difference. Lucas Thorpe, a resident at the shelter, says it is his 3rd attempt at going through their program called Sagate, and now that he's been able to stick with it, it has changed his life.
I spent 33 years in prison. Luke was lost for a long time. Sagate has brought me back to my roots. It's made me get my spirit back. You couldn't ask for better counselors and better staff and better people to talk to. They actually care for you. They love you. And I didn't get a lot of love when I was a kid. I thank the Creator for giving me a 3rd chance here, because I'm walking out these doors when I get a place, and I'm gonna enjoy life.
For more about the Native Men's Residence, you can go to our website, citynews.ca. For City News, I'm Dilshad Berman.